Hey guys, it's the doc. Our next question for the hashtag AskDrMudgil series comes from someone with the username of Roy500. And Roy wants to know what happens if a cyst explodes under the skin. And that's a great question. That's actually something we do see quite often. So basically a cyst is essentially like a balloon under your skin that's filled with a protein called keratin. And keratin is the protein that makes hair. And basically the hair protein, this protein keratin, basically fills up a hair follicle like a balloon, and all of the contents are inside that quote-unquote balloon. Now sometimes that balloon can pop, and when it pops, the keratin gets out into the skin that's surrounding the hair follicle. And the body considers that a foreign body, and it mounts a very, very profound, intense, painful, inflammatory response. And when that happens, what we typically do is, because it's so inflamed and the area is just so quote-unquote hot, you can't surgically excise that because the tissue is just too friable, it just becomes too messy. So in those cases, it's kind of like a mini crisis situation. What we do is we just drain the cyst and generally inject some steroids into it to calm the inflammation down. We may or may not put our patient on some antibiotics. And then down the road, after a couple of weeks, when the dust settles and the skin calms down, we'll go back in and remove the cyst wall and fully excise the cyst. So bottom line is, if you do have a cyst, or you know someone who has a cyst, try not to mess with it, because if you mess with it and it pops on the inside rather than popping on the outside of the skin, it can really cause a ton of inflammation and a lot of discomfort. So I hope that answers your question, Roy. Let's get it.